Hi, my name is Jocelyn Neal, and welcome to our workshop series on melodic dictation. We're going to do a series of interactive workshops throughout the spring, so that if you start with this first workshop in January, we will wrap up that series at the end of April. And these are designed to get you ready for the AP Music Theory exam, specifically the melodic dictation questions, which are free response questions 1 and 2. These are designed to be interactive, so you need to be somewhere that you can sing out loud, and you'll need to have some staff paper and a pencil with you. We will be working through some warm-ups, developing our techniques, and practicing actual melodic dictations. So let's get started. We're going to begin with some warm-ups to get our ears going and to make sure we have all of the framework in our heads to do a good job at melodic dictation. So we're going to sing together, and here we go. We'll take that as our tonic and solfege, an ascending and descending major scale with me. 3, 4. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Now let's sing all of our intervals. Join me on this. Major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh, perfect octave, minor second, minor third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, minor sixth, minor seventh, perfect octave off of 5, major second, minor third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major second, major third, perfect fourth. And we're going to sing ascending and descending thirds. Here we go. 3, 4. Do, mi, re, fa, mi, so, fa, la, so, ti, la, do, ti, re, do. Do, la, ti, so, la, fa, so, mi, fa, re, mi, do, re, ti, do. These are warm-ups to help us build what we call the scale degree ladder in our heads, so that at any moment we have a sense of where tonic is. In this case, here was do. And at any moment we have a sense of where each scale degree is in relationship to tonic. We're going to do one more vocal warm-up right now. We're going to sing all of our interval pairs. Here we go. Do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, so, do, la, do, ti, do, re, mi, re, fa, re, so, re, la, re, ti, re, do, mi, fa, mi, so, mi, la, mi, ti, mi, do, re, do, fa, so, fa, la, fa, ti, fa, do, fa, mi, re, do, so, la, so, ti, so, do, so, fa, so, mi, re, do, la, ti, la, do, la, so, la, fa, la, mi, re, do, ti, do, ti, la, ti, so, ti, fa, ti, mi, re, do, ti, do, la, do, so, do, fa, do, mi, re, do. Now that we have established that scale degree ladder in our heads, we are ready to begin working on our melodic dictation. So please grab some staff paper and a pencil, and we will get set up for that. Let's set up the space for our melodic dictation. Melodic dictations are going to be 4 bars long in most cases on the AP Music Theory exam. And so when you open that booklet to take the test, you're going to see this already set up for you, but we will do it together. For today, we are going to work in the treble clef. We're going to have no sharps or flats in our dictation. We're going to be in 4/4, and this one is going to be 4 bars long, so go ahead and set up your space with 4 measures no sharps and flats, 4/4, treble clef. You're also going to see on the paper where you'll be working the first note, but it will not have a stem on it. So in this case, you're going to see the pitch C4, but there's no stem on it, and your first task, of course, in your melodic dictation is to add an appropriate stem to notate the right rhythm on that pitch. So now we're set up to begin our dictation, but I want you to do a couple of things before you hear that first time through of your melody. I want you to say out loud, treble clef, 4/4. I want you to look at that first note and your key signature, figure out what key you are in, and on your paper, I want you to write the key. In this case, we are in the key of C major, so we're going to label that, and we're going to say out loud, treble clef, 4/4, C major. In the exam, you can't talk out loud, but you can say that in your head. Now we are ready to hear this melody for the first time. And what I'd like you to do with your pencil is you're going to move that pencil across the paper in time to the music. So as you're listening to this melody, you're hearing it in 4-beat bars, and your pencil is going to move across your paper in time to the music. So you're listening for 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. And that pencil is moving across the page so that at any given moment your pencil point is over the moment in the music, represented by this metric grid that you're hearing. Let's do one more thing before we actually listen to the melody. We know that in almost every instance, on the AP Music Theory exam, your free response melodic dictation questions end in the middle of the last bar back on tonic. So I'm going to go ahead and pencil in what I think the last note is going to be before my first hearing. I'm going to look at my time signature, I'm going to move to the last bar, and I'm going to go ahead and draw in a tonic pitch that is placed exactly halfway through that bar. Now, it is possible that that note is going to be an octave higher or lower than the first pitch, but I'm going to go ahead and put that in as a visual target. It will be very easy for me to confirm that that is the right note on that first hearing, and if I need to adjust it, I can, but that's just getting some of the information down ahead of time. On my first hearing, I am specifically going to write down the first 3 notes that I hear, and then no matter how confusing the middle section might be, I'm going to keep my attention focused on the melody, and I'm going to make sure I get the melodic cadence. So I'm going to get the first 3 notes and the last 3 notes on this first hearing. Here we go. This melody will be played on a flute, and remember there are no rests. Every single measure is going to have pitches throughout it. Here we go. All right, that was our first hearing. Let's begin by adding a stem to our first note. I was listening for that tempo, and it was about tick, 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 tick. So I'm noticing that that first note was a quarter note in length. I'm going to go ahead and put a stem on that. And then I was listening for those first 3 notes, and I heard the opening do do, ti, do. Do, ti, do. I'm listening for that contour. Do goes down to ti, comes back up to do. So I'm going to write in my first 3 notes. At the end of my melody, I heard do, 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 re, ti, do. That's my melodic cadence. I'm going to go ahead and write that in. And I might also notice that do, ti, do had the same ti, do sound as my very ending of ti, do. So that's my first hearing. Before we move to our second hearing, let's talk about some of the techniques we might be using or some things to listen for as we are working. The first technique I recommend is listening for anchor pitches. You're going to be focusing specifically on scale degrees 1 and 5, and I want you to hold those in your head like a drone, as if you had maybe a bagpipe playing both scale degrees 1 and 5, just continuously while that melody is being played. This is going to help you to hear anytime the melody touches on 1 or 5, anytime it has a scale or passage moving towards 1 or 5, or anytime you can hear an interval in relation to 1 or 5. So all the time that I'm listening to my melody, I'm thinking do and so, and do and so are just continuously in my head. Do, so, do, do, so, do. Always present. The second thing I'm going to be listening for is contour. I might even use my hand to tell if that melody is going up or down, if it's going up by a lot, if it's going up by a little. I'm always listening for contour. The third thing I'm listening for are scales or scalar fragments and arpeggios. That's all there is in these melodies. Either I'm moving around by step or I'm leaping around by intervals that form some kind of an arpeggio. So we're going to practice that in our vocal warm-ups, and as I'm listening to my melody, I'm listening for scale fragments and arpeggios. The fourth technique I use is connecting the dots. Maybe there's a leap and I don't know what note I have leapt up to, but I hear it come down in a scale from there and I can tell where it lands. And so I can reverse engineer where that leap was because I can tell where it leads to in the next section. So I can think forwards or I can think backwards in my melody to connect the dots. And finally, I'm going to use shorthand notation in real time. Maybe above the staff, I'm going to be able to write down very quickly what I'm hearing as scale degrees, even if I'm not taking the time yet to draw the note heads on the staff. You can do this using either scale degree numbers, like write a 1 for scale degree 1 and a 2 for scale degree 2, or you can do single letters representing the solfege syllables if you're more used to that. So you would use a D for do and an R for re and an M for me. And this is a very quick way to write down the scale degrees that you're hearing in real time while we are working. So let's do a second hearing. We already have written down our first 3 notes and our last 3 notes. And this time we're listening for the anchor pitches of 1 and 5. We're listening for contour. We're listening for scales and arpeggios. And we're connecting the dots, trying to work in real time. Let me show you what that real-time scale degree shorthand notation might look like as we are listening to this melody. I might be writing above the staff, do, 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 do. And I might use dashes to show where a note is long or held out for a longer period of time than the notes around it. And then I could hear the next couple of notes coming down. Do, 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 do. And that's going to be a way to get some notation very quickly onto my paper while I'm still figuring out the details. Now, some people try to take down the rhythm only on that first hearing. I'm not going to recommend you do that, and here's why. The AP Music Theory exam gives more points for pitch content than it does for rhythmic content. So if you spend the entirety of a hearing only focusing on rhythm, you're not really getting as many points on that exam as you're going to be able to. You're going to run out of hearings possibly before you get to the pitch information. So I really want you listening for pitch content right from the beginning of your listenings. So that was our second hearing, and at this point we might have heard a couple of other patterns that are very useful. We might have heard that there's a scale going up in the end of measure 1 into measure 2. And then we might have heard some patterns that we're used to singing in our warm-ups of descending thirds in measures 3 into measures 4. That's going to help us get our final answer. Let's do one more listen to this complete melody. And right now we're trying to get the details filled in and move the scale degree information that we have from our shorthand notation onto the staff. Let's go ahead and notate our entire melody. That first measure started with some lower neighbor motion, and then we heard a scale going up. So I heard do, ti, do, re, and that scale continued up. Mi, fa, so, which was a longer note. So I'll put a half note there. Let's make that notation a little bit neater. And then starting in measure 3, I heard a series of descending thirds. Fa, re. And then I heard re step up to mi. Mi, do. And I heard do step up to re. Re, ti. And I heard ti cadence back on do. And there is my melody. 4 measures long, starts on tonic, ends on tonic, and I'm not done yet. Now that I've finished my melodic transcription, I'm going to go back and study it and make sure that I can recognize those patterns, listen for those anchor pitches, follow the contour, identify the scalar fragments and the leaps, and that I can really map those patterns in my head so that I can recognize them more quickly next time I hear them. Let's sing it together on solfege. There's tonic, 2, 3, 4. Do, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol. Fa, re, mi, do, re, ti, do. Let's listen for that lower neighbor motion at the beginning. Do, ti, do. I'm then going to pay attention to that scale that goes from scale degree 1 up to 5. I'm always listening for do and so, and here's that scale. Do, re, mi, fa, so. And now I'm going to hear a series of descending thirds. Fa, re, mi, do, re, ti. And in each case, I'm also hearing re step up to mi, do step up to re, ti step up to do. And I'm hearing my anchor pitches. There's tonic. Tonic moves up to the dominant, and then once I've nailed that tonic at the end of measure 3, I'm going to hear a wraparound pattern of do, re, ti, do, bringing me back to close. Sing the entire melody one more time with me. Here we go. A do, ti, do, re, mi, fa, so. Fa, re, mi, do, re, ti, do. So that's our first melodic dictation workshop. Thanks for watching.